Okay, for today's blog, I just want to say, tomorrow I'll be visiting my mom and dad for Christmas, and we'll be seeing if we'll be seeing my husband's parents or not, but, as well. The thing I want to say is what I can't say when I'm around my mom and dad, since my brother will be there. I can't mention that he's saying 2 stories about his own girlfriend. Because he does say to his drinking buddies and me how much he hates Shamla, how he wants to dump her. And that's when Shamla's not around. He says how bad and god awful she is and bossy. And he talks about wanting to dump her and go after the waitress at Denny's. That he, the way it sounds, does not really talk to. But when Shane was there, he says the total opposite. Like I said. And I kind of feel that, yes, eventually Shayla will find out through the grapevine. I mean, Kevin has it coming. My own brother has it coming. That, when she finds out she's going to dump him. Because, I mean, especially when she finds out that our parents told him that they feel Shayla was just using him. He said nothing to defend her on that. And here's another key. She will find out is that, even Kevin's own drinking buddy that he talks to on the phone bitching about Shamla to around 10, 11 o'clock at night. He goes and says to this guy goes to tell Kevin that, I hope you know Shamla is crazy and not all there. And you should dump her real soon. He goes, oh yeah, I know, I'll dump her. I'll dump her in front of my cousin Joe and his girlfriend Krista and leave her right at the bar. And I'll go after that waitress. That's what he says to this guy. That guy turns around, like I said before. He said, I bet you'll cry if you and Shamla broke up. And he goes, oh, no. It wouldn't bother me one bit. She's just a fucking bitch and a hog. And she's fat. He calls her names. Basically, he's talking to this drinking buddy. And you know what? She's not there. Like I said, the thing is, I feel my brother was, like he was into drinking beer, peer pressured. Because his, co-workers and our cousins actually peer pressured my brother for years into drinking. He used to actually, and this is a funny story, bitch about people who would go to bars and getting drunk and wasting their money. And then so many years later, he would do the same thing. Well, and 2, and this is the part Shamla doesn't know about, if I'll say this. Kevin never really liked the popular people. He said they're always stuck up and real bossy, and they acted spoiled, he said. The way he always sounded like, if I remember right, if he wanted a girlfriend, he would have wanted one that was down to earth and not the popular type. One that wasn't gonna boss him around, and way with Shamla, he is getting bossed around by her, he says. So he does complain about her being too bossy. And there's certain times where I think even he said stuff, and this is what I mean, when she finds these 2 stories out, she's gonna look at it funny and she's gonna be mad. Like I said, mad. But, that's just the crazy thing from my experience. It's like, because Kevin always, for years now, been talking about that waitress and Jaime's girlfriend. He sounds like he has a crush on both of them. But it's like with Jaime's girlfriend, I bet you, since she's dating Jaime and flirting with my brother, I think there's a third guy that Kevin and Jaime have no idea about. Like I said, I don't think Jaime's girlfriend is really loyal to anyone. But, the point is, I think, like with my brother, when Chandler does find out, it's just going to end in a nasty fight. Even my brother will find out that I caught his own girlfriend cheating on him with another man while he was at work. And, like I said, it's just going to end real bad. Why I can't say anything is because my parents want him to marry her and pressuring him into marrying her, and I'm like, he's talking about dumping her. He tells me in his drinking buddies he's gonna dump her. But yeah, he tells our family and her family how much he loves her, but when she's not there, he bitches her out, basically. And saying the total opposite. He says he hates her guts and everything. Doesn't want nothing to do with her. And he says how bossy she is in control of, basically. But I'll tell you this, the year that my husband was in the hospital, I do not know why, but I seen a ghostly figure in our bedroom that looked like, believe it or not, the Virgin Mary. A full figure where you could see her hands, face, and everything. And her eyes were glowing blue, and there was a blue light coming from her, which was the outline of her body. She was saying not to be afraid, hug your husband, you'll feel better. And then she was calling me an angel of hope, pointing her finger at me, and then all of a sudden my body started having a pink light coming from me. And then as soon as my husband started stirring around, she disappeared. Yeah. That was just the creepiest thing, I'll say. So, like I said, but, yeah. So, because when this all happened, of course, my husband was in bed laying, and I was laying right next to him in bed, and I was wide awake because I had a hard time sleeping. Like I said, I can't sleep that well in town, you know. I sleep better, actually, if I was living out in the country. I don't want to go saying that too much to him. But, yeah. So, and that was in his father's house in our old bedroom where we were sleeping at the time. Before we went and got in our apartment. But, you know, as for today, it's like, I hope, you know, it just goes by real fast, but I think it's going to be really super busy. But, you know, a lot of people really don't realize a lot of that. But, like I said, what my brother really should do, even tomorrow, is probably just sit down with everybody and try either clearing the air up or breaking up with Shamula. you know, he could sell that house, and I had the feeling, like Mom and Dad said, she's just using him, and she already gotten what she wanted, obviously, out of him, that house. Because, I mean, he could dump her right now and sell that house, move back in with Mom and Dad, but if he were to do that, if I was him, since he really doesn't know who he wants to marry, who he wants in his life, who he wants to date, from the way it sounds, I would just recommend that he just, you know, stays single and thinks it over about what he wants. Because he could always find a girlfriend that ain't bossy and won't control him as much, a little better one. You know, because it's like, God, if I wouldn't have dated my husband back when, and I don't want to say this to my brother because he'll get pissed, he would have done the same for me. Because if I would have dated that Kyle Peterson, and I was being bossed around by him literally and controlled like a puppet, well, my brother would have punched that guy in the face. Yeah, I would have been pissed, but what can you do, you know? But I'm happy that I'm with the man I'm married to, because he does treat me really good, you know?